Guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pashvika, the channel where we talk a lot about the female stuff, menstrual cycle, self-improvement. In today's video, we are going to talking about how to get out of the situation when the things are not happening the way that you expected them to be, or you feeling stuck in your life, how to get out of that situation. So I'm going to be sharing some tips with you guys because recently I've been in this situation and I am getting out of it. So I'm going to be sharing some of my own personal tips. Hopefully it will going to help you. So without further ado, let's get straight with that. Before we go, consider clicking the like button, guys. I do appreciate that. If you want more such video in future, consider subscribing, hit the bell icon. Whenever I'm gonna upload new videos, you're gonna get notified about it. Also, you can visit our website www.simplewaves.com. The link is in description box below for more content. You can very well grab the self-care female planner workbook that will going to help you take care of yourself as being a female, not just related to the health or physical, but also related to the menstrual cycle, every other important aspect of a female. It's entirely based on my experience and knowledge so far. It's a PDF download. The link is in description box below. Without further ado, that being said, let's talk about today's topic about how to get out of the situation, or how to unstuck the situation in which you are currently, or how to heal this from the situation, or how to see these things in different perspective when you see that you're working on something and the things are not happening the way you expected them. Sometimes we are stuck in this situation. Now I want to tell you guys, recently I've been in this situation, and I know that in the beginning when you realize that the things are not happening your way, you just freak out, you just get angry, sad, depressed, like you have a negative reaction mostly because you were thinking about something and it didn't happen the way you expected it to be. The tip I have for you is to actually heal from the situation. Yes, it's really important. Like if you're planning a relationship, if you're planning your wedding, your baby, or whatever the case is, depending on your unique situation, if you're planning something in your life in near future, maybe in 6 months, in a year, or more than that, whatever the case is, if the things didn't happen, you would definitely going to feel sad, depressed, angry. All those negative emotions will going to creep inside your mind, your body. You're gonna feel it. Okay, it's natural. So first of all is to actually understand that it's natural to feel those emotions. You don't need to hide them. You don't need to actually cover up them or not to actually feel that, because that is the last thing that you want to do with yourself. You have to actually feel them, feel those emotions, so that it will going to help you get out of the situation, heal from these emotions, heal from this situation, and to actually have right mindset so that you can look upon the things, why it didn't happen, what you could do differently in the future to make it happen, or what you could do right now to get back to it. Depending on the planning and obviously the severity of the situation, the time that will going to take you to heal will going to vary. Like sometimes it takes us a week, sometimes it takes months to heal, because if it is a big planning or we were very excited for that particular thing, it was a very big thing for us and it didn't happen, then it would take some time, the months. So no matter how long it's taking you, take your time to heal from the situation, to actually feel the emotions, whatever it is, or whatever kind of person the situations, and the emotions will going to vary. So just completely feel them and tell yourself it's okay if I'm feeling right now. It's natural, it's normal to feel that, because you are a human, you're not a robot. The second tip I have for you, once you have actually done the homework in the first, do is actually journal the things out. This is the thing which I do most often. I just take a piece of paper and write it down why it didn't happen the way it should be. I mean, some of the reasons we could very well pick up from our own guesses, from our failures, from our mistakes, like I did this thing perfectly, or I made this mistake, or the timing wasn't perfect. I mean, whatever the reasons you can come up of, okay? You don't have to actually correct yourself and to pick up that perfect reason. No, here we are not perfecting the things. Here we are actually looking all the possibilities or the reasons that we could expect that could lead to this situation, or that didn't help us to actually achieve the things that we are looking forward to. So write all the reason that's coming in your mind, whatever the case is, whether it's not the perfect timing, perfect place, perfect person, or you didn't done the things correctly, or whether your body was not working properly, you were not feeling good, or something happened in between, or weather was not good. I mean, whether the reason is small or big, it doesn't matter. Write it down onto the piece of paper, because it will really going to help us see the things on a piece of paper and then decide what could be the one. So that is the second thing you have to do. With that being said, the third thing you have to do, once you have written down everything on a piece of paper, now you see that which of the reasons you could actually work upon. Like, you can't work upon the weather. If the weather wasn't good, wasn't supporting for your planned vacation, then you can't do anything. So look at the reasons which you can actually control, which you can actually work upon, which you can actually change them. I mean, the mistakes or the things that you could think that you could change them. If something is beyond your control, then very well you can't change them. So you have to look down the things which you can change them. That is the third step. The fourth step, there's a fourth step. Once you have seen the changes, now you have to do what you could do differently to actually correct them if that particular thing will going to happen in the future. For example, you were giving a competitive examination for getting into some school in universities, in a college, and you failed. Okay, it didn't happen the way you expected. You failed. Now you know what could be the reason. Maybe you didn't take that particular subject seriously. Maybe you didn't work upon your weak points. So now you can look at them and you can see what I could do differently if I want to reapply for that same college or university. What I need to work upon to actually improve marks so I get paused and I get the university. So that is the thing you have to do. The fifth thing that you need to realize and understand, once you have done all this homework, you have seen the possible reasons, you have actually see that which of them you can control and what you could do differently in the future to actually change the things about it. The other thing you need to understand that no matter how hard you try, no matter what possible changes you could make, or you make a drastic changes in your life, in yourself, in your things, the way you do things, always remember that some things will always gonna be out of your control. No matter how perfect you're doing the things, no matter how good you are actually correcting your mistakes and you are doing everything perfect, everything right, and you have learned from your past situation and you're doing everything right, still there are the chances that this time or this another time the things will going to go wrong, because some things are really beyond your control. You can't control them. Like, some things you can control and some things you can't control. Natural stuffs, natural calamities, or the nature, the universe stuff, you can't simply control. You can only control your reaction, the way you do the things, and the way you see the things. That's the only thing you can control. So once you have done the homework, now you need to tell yourself that I'm gonna do all these possible reasons. I'm gonna correct them. I'm gonna correct my mistakes and I'm gonna reapply or redo the things. But again, I can't completely control the situation because some of the things are beyond my control. So if again I do the things and it didn't happen the way I want it to be, then I have to see the things differently. I have to view them differently, that it's beyond my control. I can't change the things. With that, the last tip that I want to share, which is very relatable to your situation, if still you are trying again and again and you're not seeing the results, you're learning from your mistakes, you are redoing the things in a different way, you are doing every other possible thing to actually make that thing perfect or right, but still the things is not happening, then understand that maybe that thing is not meant for you. Or maybe the timing is not perfect, or maybe the place is not perfect, or maybe the person or situation is not perfect. Like, something is there which is not in your control and which is actually deciding that this thing is not happening. Time on time, the timings are not perfect. Like, we want to get into a university or a college for some courses, and we are trying very hard to get into that, maybe a 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, still we are not able to get that, then I would recommend you to maybe stop doing that thing for a while or so. Maybe stop doing, reevaluate your goals, reevaluate your dream, your purpose, because maybe that thing is not in alignment with your goals, or maybe that thing is not meant for you. That's simply the thing is. For example, I want to give you one example over here from my past relationship. I've been dating my ex for almost like 3 years in the past, and I was thinking that that was a perfect relationship I could ever be in. But it wasn't, okay? I was thinking that it is perfect, but it wasn't, and it just failed so badly. The things failed so badly, even though I tried to actually change them, reinvent the stuff, and was trying to talk to my ex to actually take me back and restart the relationship. I was trying everything that I could, but that didn't happen. At that time, I feel miserable. I feel so bad that why it didn't happen when I'm changing everything, when I'm learning from my mistake, when I'm redoing the things, why it's not happening. So after trying multiple different times, I literally failed. I literally get tired and exhausted. So I actually finally gave up. And once I gave up, I realized after a year or 2 years or so that that relationship wasn't meant for me. And I met another guy, my dream guy, that was really, really amazing. And I now could realize that that relationship wasn't really meant for me. That's why I was failing when I was retrying to actually get my ex back or get the relationship back. I was retrying and I was failing because that wasn't really meant for me. So if you're trying very hard on something, trying to get that things perfect, and if still you see that you're failing, that means the universe is giving you the signs, or universe is telling you that this thing is not meant for you, or maybe some other best or perfect thing is actually waiting for you on the next door, and this thing is not meant for you. And once you actually get out of the situation and you tell yourself, okay, I understand that this is not meant for me, or maybe the timing is not perfect, or xyz reason, I want to just want to sit back and relax and see the situation in a different way, instead of actually retrying and getting exhausted and getting tired. I want to just go back, sit back and relax, maybe give some more time or space, maybe a month or a year or so, and then eventually you're gonna figure the things out. You're gonna see the things in a different way. Maybe you met an amazing person the next year or the next month, which is your perfect partner, which is exactly meant for you. And that's why the relationship that you were trying very hard didn't work out, because you were supposed to meet an amazing person the next month with whom you're gonna get married or whatever the case is. So understand the things. If you are doing everything, still it's not working, that means that's a great sign that that thing is not meant for you, or maybe something else needs, or maybe the timing is not perfect, the place is not perfect, the situation is not perfect, that's why it's not happening. Because when we are retrying, we are actually getting exhausted, actually getting into the lower frequency, lower energy, and we are tired. And at that time, all the negative emotions and negative thoughts are creeping in our mind, and that's why we are not able to get the clear cut picture or clear cut scene of that particular situation. So when you relax, when you give a break, when you give some time and space in that situation, eventually a year or so, maybe a 2 year down the road or something like that, you're gonna realize why that thing doesn't happen the way you were expecting in the past. We will going to help you. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you have any experience or any tips, I would really love to hear from you and connect with you in the comment section below. Thank you so much for tuning in today's video. I'll gonna see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye guys.